Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is B-Girl Mel, and if you're new here, I teach hip-hop dance online. If you're someone who's trying to take it to the next level with your dance, we have an 8-week program, and just click on the link below. In this program, I'm your direct coach, and I help you build confidence so that you can dance freely in any space. In this video, I'll be teaching you 5 freestyle hip-hop steps that I know will keep the party hype. Let's go. The first move we're gonna do is called the Milli Rock, which was made popular by the rapper 2 Milli, and it looks like this. Let's start with the feet. We're gonna step, bend the knees, step, bend the knees, step, bend the knees, step, bend the knees. All right, so one more time, and you're doing a baby travel forward if you want. Or step, bend, step, bend, step, bend, step, bend. Now we're gonna do our arms, and we're gonna do a gesture like we're swiping near our hip, and then our fingertips go inward. So it makes a little swipe movement, and we alternate one at a time. Funny, because Fortnite actually pulled this step into their game and they called it the swipe. So the arms look like this. So when you're doing the steps, you want to make sure that your torso flows with the arm swipe. So you don't want to keep it locked and be upright as you're swiping the arms left to right. You want to allow it to flow side to side like this. All right, so now let's put it together. Feet, arms, torso, and let's do each side 4 times. All right, now let's do it to music.
You know we rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day. Came from the lowest grade, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this power, move the Uber outside.
So the next move we're gonna do is called the A-Town Stomp. This was made popular by the dance communities in Atlanta, and it looks like this. So let's start with the bottom half first. You're gonna dig your heel twice and then hop towards one side, dig your heel twice and hop to the other. So if I were to go on this side, I'd dig my heel and then I'd hop. When I dig my heel, I also hop at the same time. And I'm not saying that this is wrong or right or by law, but I'm just showing you like a basic skeleton. Once you get the move down, you can do different variations. So for this particular variation, we're gonna hop small every time we dig our heel. So hop, hop, and then you hop slightly bigger when you bring your feet together. Pop. Then we do it on the other side. So again, we're digging our heel down. Our feet are not together yet. And we're doing a baby hop. We do this 2 times. We go hop, hop. And then when we do the bigger hop, we put our feet together. So let's put that together 2 times each side, digging the heel, mini hop, and then a bigger hop when we put our feet together. So let's try it. We go 1 and 2. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Let's try it a little bit faster like this. You may notice that time that I didn't necessarily connect my heel to the floor. There's almost a tiny little space between my heel and the floor. I did that because it allows me to travel faster. When I was teaching it to you slower, I allowed myself to have some time to dig. So again, there's no law, but that's just a variation. I don't necessarily put my heel down when I move faster. So you could try it with me this time. We're gonna go faster, but this time you don't have to put too much detail and emphasis on making sure your heel touches the ground. Let's go 4 times. So 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's go. All right, so now let's do the upper body and we get to freestyle what our arms are doing. This is where you get to play and explore what feels good. So what I'm gonna show you is different variations of where I put my arms. You can either reach your arm up, you can reach your arms out, you can even cross your arms when you're doing it, and I'll show you 3 variations like this. All right, so now let's put this together with music. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go 2, 2, 2, 2, just like that. Here we go.
And on the track all day, no rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day, came from the lower scrape, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe, it's a vibe.
That was fun, right? Okay, so this third move we're gonna do is called the jerk, and it was made popular by the dance communities in LA. And with the jerk, so this one, it's very interesting because the jerk and the reject are intertwined in terms of how communities identify them. So the jerk that I'm gonna teach you looks like this. Okay, so let's break it down with the legs first. So you're gonna step out and you're gonna open your knees out while being on the balls of your feet. So my heels are off the floor when my knees open out. So without even going side to side, my knees and my legs and my toes do this. So notice how I'm on the balls of my feet. My heels are off the floor, even showing you on a profile, my heels are off the floor. I stay on the balls of my feet and my knees open outward. I'll show you profile, then I'll show you face forward. So heels are up, forward. Notice my knees go out. They go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Now let's add a bigger step towards the outside and a baby slide as we step. So the direction that we step towards, the other foot slides and kind of joins in. So I'm going slide, knee out, step, slide, knee out, step, slide, knee out, step, slide, knee out. So with the upper body, now we're gonna go side to side involving the rock. And you're rocking your torso up, a very basic element when it comes to hip hop grooves. So we're going up, 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 up. And in this motion, it's more like going down, up, down, up, down, up, rather than sticking our chest out and see how our head is staying in one level. You wanna make sure that your head and your shoulders change levels when you do this rock, okay? So for this jerk move, we're gonna move side to side. We're gonna go 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. So the direction you step is also weighs heavily on where your torso is gonna move. So without any arm gestures yet, let's apply the legs and then the torso with that rock. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this one more time. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the last element I'm gonna show you is our arm placement. And for here, this is no law, but this is just a very basic skeleton version. You're gonna have our arms up, elbows out, hands near the clavicle, and they stay in this position. So as you rock up, the hands stay there. So you're not literally moving it up and down like this. You wanna keep that rock up, 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 but the hands stay. So I'll show you forward facing and then I'll show you a side profile and it looks like this.
Flavor from the top down, if you didn't know where you gon' find. Spitting on the track, or they didn't know what rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day, came from the lower scrape, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this spot, we'll move the Uber outside. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, it's
Okay, so now let's put that together. We're gonna do the lower body, the rock, and add our arm gestures, and let's do that for 2 8 counts together. Here we go. Now let's do it to music.
Didn't know what rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day. Came from the local square, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this power, move the Uber outside. It's a vibe.
Hey everyone, okay, now we're gonna go into the 4th move and it's called the reject. And this move was actually made popular during the Cali Swag era by the rap group New Boys from their track, You're a Jerk. So yes, I understand how this might be a bit confusing, and as someone who's open and always open to learning new things, feel free to go into discussion and how you learned it. I learned this as the reject, even though on this song it's called the jerk. All right, here we go, and this is what it looks like. All right, everyone, now let's start with the lower body. You may notice that I have this rope here. This is gonna help me illustrate on our feet placement when we're doing those hops back and forth. Okay, so now without the rope first, I'll show you here what our feet are supposed to do. I'll show you profile or front, and then I'll show you profile. All right, so if we're starting with our feet together, what we do first, this is without the stepping back and forward yet, this is what our feet would look like. So we're gonna hop, step, hop, step. This is without the hops back and forth yet. So hop, step, hop, step. Sideways, you're doing this, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step. Okay, now, and I'll get to the rope in a second, now we're gonna place the feet back and forward. So this is how it's gonna look like. When our feet are starting together, we're gonna hop, now step back. The foot that you just landed, it hops, and it hops forward this time. Forward, step back. So the pattern goes with the back foot, you always hop forward, and then the foot that's up, you step back. So now let's try it out. So we're going hop, step back, hop, step back, hop, step back, hop, step back. All right, now we can finally use this rope to illustrate what I'm talking about. Rope, I do this with my students in person to help understand that we have to keep hopping forward, because what tends to happen is we just stay like this instead of the hop forward, step back. So let's actually start going in front, okay? So you're gonna hop, step back. Now I'm using this foot to hop forward. Hop, step back, hop, step back, hop, step back, hop, step back. So hopefully this helps to illustrate that you have to shift your hops forward and then step back. So it's the hop forward and then step back. So now we're gonna try the legs a little bit faster, but instead of a stop, so instead of a hop, step back, we're gonna make the steps and the hops quicker so that there's a flow to make it look like this. And what helps you do that is that you're on the balls of your feet. Being on the balls of your feet, and this is for a lot of dance styles, it helps you move faster because you have more control of your body weight and even in the landing. So now when we try this a little bit faster, we're gonna try to think about less heels digging on the floor and more light on the feet, more balls on the feet. So we're gonna do 1 8 count facing the front, then I'm gonna switch my body, 1 8 count facing the side, and we're gonna practice being lighter on our feet and the flow faster between that transition from the hop, step back. And mind you, again, I'm not gonna be doing arms just yet because I haven't taught that yet. We're just gonna focus on the legs like this. All right, not gonna lie, I felt like an Irish jig dancer doing that because I had no arms involved, but I just wanted you to see what's happening with the legs. So the arms can literally make or break the vibe. And what's really cool is that you can actually do your own steps or your own arm placement in whatever feels good to you. I'm just gonna kind of demonstrate things that I like to do and what feels good in my body when I do the reject. And even using the new boys video, Your Jerk, you can see some of the arms that they do in their video. But for this one, I'm just playing, being chill, having a vibe, not too crazy. It's just more swagger and showing off your groove like this. It always feels weird when we do half and half, but that's all good. I'm just sharing you the upper body part. Okay, so now we're gonna put it together with your feet, with what we worked on, and then with our upper body, and then this is your own vibe. Think of it like really steezy, really chill, like you're sending a message of how confident, how cool you feel doing this move. All right, so we're gonna try it with music, 2 8 counts, 1 8 count facing the front, and then 1 8 count facing the side. All right, let's try it.
They know we rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day. Came from the lowest grade, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this spot. We'll move the Uber outside. It's a vibe.
All right, we're here at the last step. It's called the Dougie, and this was made popular by rap group Cali Swag District with their track Teach Me How to Dougie. And this was also made popular by the dance communities in LA, and it looks like this. All right, everyone, we're gonna start with the legs first. And this one, we step out and together. So slow, it looks like this. Out together, then we do 2, 2. Out together, 2. All right, I'm gonna keep talking as I do this. You can do different variations. For example, you could just do 1, or you can do 2, 2. So it's just knowing the rules before breaking the rules. But for this, you want to think that you're stepping out together. Instead, step out, in, out, in. So in other words, you're shifting your body and shifting your weight side to side instead of keeping it center and then stepping out side to side. So do you see that difference? So let's try it again. We're going to do the pattern single, single, double. And let's do that for 2 8 counts. So here we go. 5, 6, stepping out. Here we go. We said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're stepping out together, out together, out together, out together, out together, out together. All right, so now let's do the upper body part. And the upper body gives more of the swagger and the steez than the lower body. So whatever your upper body is doing, that actually gives the essence of this move. So what we're gonna do first is the arms. Now, mind you, when I showed you the very beginning, I showed you the very basic where your arms are up and moving side to side, as they say in the video. But there's also different variations that you could do where you could bring your elbows in instead of keeping your arms up. So again, it's just knowing the rules before we break the rules, but there's also different ways you could do it, but at the same time, making sure it's recognizable that it's a Dougie. So what I'm gonna do is break down the original, which is the arms up. So what happens in the upper body, you can really tell that it's the Dougie. And I demonstrated with you the standard version with this the arms up moving side to side. You can actually go with your elbows in and do the Dougie. And as long as you know more of the rules, you can break the rules. But for this very basic demonstration, I'm gonna share with you with my arms up, loose fist, box shape. All right, so it looks like this. Arms are out here in this position in a box, and then I change the angle of my elbows. So focusing on the upper body, notice how one elbow goes down as the elbow goes up. So when I step, I keep it there, then shift the angle, step, keep it there. So the direction that I step my elbow is going down. Ha, elbow down. And then when we do the double, it also doubles with the arms. Single, single, double. All right, a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My torso relaxes and flows with the elbows. So I'm not stiff and just doing this. I allow this rock or pump, a mix of rock and pump of the chest happening as I step. So notice how frontwards, I'm doing a mini pump and my chest goes out just slightly. And I do this, I'll show you sideways. Every time I step, I do a mini pump and rock of the torso. All right. So showing you sideways with the arms, I'm going hop, hop, hop. Arms are moving with the torso instead of just torso stiff and then arms moving. So that's why it's really important to continue to train your torso to be involved in the dance rather than being a robot and then just doing arms and legs. All right, so now let's do this together. Torso, arms, legs, and let's do it 2 8 counts facing the front. Let's do this together. Now let's try it to music.
They know we rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day. Came from the lowest grade, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this spot. We'll move the Uber outside.
All right, friends, we're at the end. And just to recap, we learned the 5 steps. We learned Millie Rock. We learned A-Town Stomp. We learned Jerk. We learned Reject. And then we learned Dougie. All right. So this time, now we're going to put it together in a pattern where they connect back to back in that order. And we're going to do 1 8 count each step. Let's try it out.
Spitting on the track all the day. Know we rap on these gigs and these clubs. Motivate every day. Came from the lowest grade, promoted to a renegade. It's a vibe when I hit this spot. We'll move the Uber outside. It's a vibe. 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 It's a vibe when I hit this.
Congrats, you made it to the end of this video. And if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. If you're ready to take your dance to the next level, apply to work with us below.